Hello students, today I am going to discuss the coupling reaction and few conversion also. In the diazonium salts, we have already discussed the different reaction. So today in the coupling reaction I am going to explain the dyes aniline yellow, how the formation of aniline yellow takes place. In the previous video, we have discussed the mechanism involved in the coupling reaction. Similarly, same mechanism involved in the all dyes, preparation of all dyes. Aniline, this pi bond, and benzene, diazonium, chloride, and positive charge, triple bond, and Cl negative charge. Same at para position, hydrogen remove as well as chlorine remove here, and this pi bond shifted towards the nitrogen, and the formation of this para position carbon attached with this nitrogen, so there will be coupling of carbon and nitrogen takes place. This reaction proceed in weakly acidic medium because aniline is the basic in nature. So here an double bond and phenyl we can write, and the name of this compound is para amino azo benzene, and this is the aniline yellow. Use of this dyes in large amount in the fabric industry, where the dyes used for coloring the different textile different textile or clothes. Now next, beta naphthol. Next is the beta naphthol. This is often red in color. At first we draw the structure of naphthalene, in which beta position hydroxy group is present. This position is alpha. Actually, this is the isomers of alpha naphthol, and this position is beta position. So when beta naphthol treated with diazonium salts and triple bond and Cl minus and here positive charge, so connection of this carbon and this nitrogen takes place, and the bond shifted towards this, so formation of beta naphthol undergoes to couple with diazonium, and the compound form N, double bond N and phenyl. Same process, hydrogen removed from here, Cl removed from here, so this nitrogen attached with this. So this is the our compound. It is called the beta naphthol red. This is red in dyes. So coupling takes place at alpha position. Alpha position. In this way, we have completed our almost all the reaction. Let's we discuss few conversion also, which is very important. So students, do solve all the conversions given in your NCERT exercise in chapter amine. Here I am going to only few. At first, convert para nitro aniline to 1, 2, 3 tri bromo benzene. Tribromobenzene. How can we convert this? So at first, draw the structure. Para nitro, that means the nitro group is present at the para position, and we convert this compound to 1, 2 and 3, or either 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 tribromobenzene. So removal of this group, and this group substituted on this position. So what happens? At first, in the first step, see here, in the first step, how will proceed our conversion. At first step, we know that this is the activating group. So NH2, NO2 undergoes to bromination. It undergoes to bromination. We know that this is the activating group, so bromine substituted at all the position, bromine in CH3COOH. What happens? So see here, aniline, here the bromine and here the bromine, because we know that this is OP directing group. So, and this position is N2. Now in the next step, we will try to remove this compound. How this is happen? So diazotization will be proceeded. Diazotization. What happens in diazotization? So students, or in presence of, we can take sodium nitrite and H2SO4. So we will take H2SO4 instead of HCl also. So we have a compound like this. Here nitro, here the bromine, here also the bromine, and here N2 plus charge and HSO4 minus. So hydrogen from here, and some removal of compound takes place. So formation of this compound takes place. What happens next? We treated this compound with Sandmeyer's reaction, in which we use CuBr in HBr. We called it by Sandmeyer's reaction. So when the Sandmeyer's reaction is applicable on this group or a compound, so we have here bromine come, here is already bromine present, and here is the NO2. At last the removal of this, so we can reach our or obtain our desired product. So what happens? So students, see here, reduction of this group, we know that reduction takes place in presence of SnHCl. We have already read in previous video, and after reduction we get amine, we get aniline NH2 group here. So this NH2 group treated with Meissner-Wells reaction NaNO2 in HCl, and the temperature must be 273 Kelvin to 278 Kelvin. So the here formation of diazonium salts takes place. So draw the structure. Here bromine, here is also bromine, here is also bromine, and here N2Cl, negative charge on N2, Cl, and positive charge on N2. After that we will simply treat it with this compound H3PO2 and Cu plus. Removal of this compound, because when this group used, as we know, this get reduced and this get oxidized. So reduction of this compound takes place. Now we have our desired product, which is called 1,2,3 tribromobenzene. 1,2,3 tribromobenzene. 1,2,3 tribromobenzene. So how this is proceeded, I am again explaining. In the first step, 4-nitroaniline undergoes to bromination, because we know that this group is activating group and electron density increases on the ring. So all the vacant product get electron dense, because it is OP directing group, plus R and plus M effect. It gives the plus R and plus M effect. So ortho position gets substituted with bromine, and after that diazotization takes place. Diazotization takes place, we know that when diazotization takes place, it is in the presence of sodium nitrite and H2SO4. So we get this compound, and when this compound undergoes to Sandmer's reaction, in Sandmer's reaction we use reagent Cu2Br2 or CuBr in HBr, because we want to Br here. So removal of this group takes place and Br substituted here. Now at last we are trying to remove this NO2 group. So the reduction of this group takes place in presence of SnHCl, and when reduction of NO2 takes place in presence of this, here amine comes, means NH2 group comes, and NH2 group when treated with NaNO2 in HCl, we get diazonium chloride. And this H3PO2, we know that this group is self-oxidized and reduce this group. So reduction of this group takes place and we get arene. So now we have 1,2,3 tribromobenzene. Here the name you can easily 2,2,6 dibromo 4-nitro aniline you can write is. So it is very important, given in your NCERT book. Either it will be given by A, B, C, and this reagent given. So you find out the product by identifying the reagent, which reagent is present. Now we'll discuss next conversion, student. Now next, convert CH3, it is known as toluene. Toluene to and COOH group. It is known as para-toluic acid. Toluic acid. Para-toluic acid, the name of this compound. So, what is the process and which reagent used to form? So, at first we will do nitration of this group. So, see here, nitration, we use nitrating mixture HNO3 plus H2SO4. By treating to each other, NO2 electrophile is generated. So, NO2 attached at para position. We use again the FeHCl, means reduction of this group takes place, FeHCl or either SnHCl in the first step, and the second step NaOH will be used. So obviously reduction of this compound so we have NH2 group at this position and here is the CH3. What happens? Obviously we use diazotization. What happens in diazotization? Formation of diazonium chloride by using NaNO2 in HCl, and temperature must be 273 to 278 Kelvin. Now we have CH3 and here the formation of N2Cl. Positive charge on N2 and negative charge on the NCl. We know that when this compound treated with CuCN in HCN, CuCN in KCN, by Sandburg's reaction we prepare at fourth position cyanide group is present. Now CN group comes at this position and hydrolysis of this group formation of para-toluic acid, and this is our main product or desired product, para-toluic acid. So how this is happen? How conversion possible? So students, toluene means CH3 group sustained, but COH group is attached at this position. So at first by nitration we get NO2, and by reduction of this reagent we get NH2, and by diazotization we get salts N2Cl, diazonium salts, and by Sandburg's reaction we get CN, and we know that hydrolysis of this particular cyano group or nitrile group gives acid. So in this way we can prepare here ortho and para, both nitro compound will be obtained, but we consider always para position because of symmetry and less steric hindrance. So in this way we can convert so many reactant or product. If given in your examination, convert this to this, this to this, methylamine to ethylamine, ethylamine to methylamine. Do practice number of times, so you can command on it. Conversion always help to identifying the reaction, identifying the reagent. During the preparation method, so many conversion we obtained by using different reagent. Now Suppose one question is given. Suppose question is identify A and B in the following process. In the following process. Simple question is I am discussing here. Suppose we have CH3, CH2, Cl. In presence of NaCN, we get A, and when reduction of this compound in presence of nickel, we get B. So how can simply we know that this is the simple nucleophilic substitution reaction. So whenever this compound undergoes to treated with NaCN, we get CH3, CH2, C triple bond N. And when nitrile undergoes to reduction, obviously reduction of this nitrile in presence of this compound. So this is our A, and when reduction is going in presence of nickel, so formation of CH3, CH2 and CH2 and NH2, and this is the formation of propanamide. In this way you can find or identify only the reagent. So by finding the reagent, by identifying the reagent, you can easily convert the following reaction. The next one is C6H5NH2. It is primary amine, and when this primary amine undergoes to sodium nitrite Na2 in HCl, so compound A form, and this compound A when treated with C6H5NH2 in alkaline medium, compound B form. What is the name of A and B? Simply, at first we know that in presence of sodium nitrite and HCl and temperature 273 to 278 Kelvin, so at first the formation of diazonium salts takes place. So whenever this treated with this formation of C6H5N2 and Cl. So this is our A, and we know that diazonium salts with aniline, formation of aniline dyes takes place because we know that para-amino diazobenzene takes place. So B will be C6H5N, C6H5N double bond and C6H4, and at para position NH2 present. In this way we can, this is your NCERT question, student. So try to practice this type of question. Number of times this type of question asked again and again in the examination. So following given reaction should be prepared or should be study number of times. This is assignment for all of you regarding chemical test. Regarding chemical test of this chapter. Aniline and ethylamine. It is aliphatic and this is aromatic. which test is given by this and not given by this, or which test is given by this or not given by this. Both are primary amine. So distinguish, both are primary amine. How can we distinguish aniline to ethyl amine? Second is methylamine and dimethylamine. Methylamine and dimethylamine. So it is the 1 degree and it is 2 degree. How can we distinguish 1 degree or 2 degree amine? Which one test or reaction is given by only 1 degree, not by 2 degree? And number 3, how will you convert aniline to sulfanilic acid? Aniline to sulfanilic acid. If you remember the sulfonation of aniline, you can easily do this question, and this is important question. So all students will do this question and show at my WhatsApp number. In the next class, I am going to start P block elements. So students, be ready for this chapter, with very important chapter of inorganic chemistry. Total weightage of this chapter given in the CBSE board is total 13 marks, 13 number. So all the P block and D block elements are important for us, all the reactions property. So in the next video, I am going to start the P block elements, means group 15 to group 18 at first.